people are like, you guys are in a cult. That is so far not even true.
I definitely ain't voting for no Trump.
Do I get a discount for being part Polish? Yeah.
In the next 2 days, we explore the cities, people, and stories of Pennsylvania's steel country. Our goal is to show you the side of America that big news won't. Once as economically powerful as Silicon Valley, Western Pennsylvania's steel industry is now a shell of itself, yet this area could decide the election. Foreign competition, poor management, and bad deals caused the U.S. steel industry to collapse. That's evident in Erie, whose population has fallen over 40% since 1960 and today has the second highest overdose rate of any county in the U.S. It's also a swing county that could decide the election. A longtime Democratic stronghold, it went for Trump in 2016 and Biden in 2020. To see how it'll vote this year, we went to do some interviews.
Morning, gentlemen. How are we all doing?
We're doing
Good.
great.
Well, it's just our way of showing our support, getting people registered to vote. I have the official PA registration form, so people should come up, they get a picture, we can hand them a registration, change their party affiliation, request a mail-in ballot.
We're just learning about the history of steel in Erie County. What are the big manufacturers here, and is it still a steel city?
No, it's not. GE is literally across the tracks over here. Everybody's dad, brother, uncle worked at GE. At one time, they had 4,000 people working there. Now, it just changed hands to a company called Wabtec. They're down to about 1,200, 1,500 people. These were all union 506 workers. My dad did 39 years there.
Wow.
You know, kept the teeth in my head and a roof over my house when I was a kid. So when those type of jobs leave a community, it hurts.
One thing that we were reading about the opioid situation here, and the overdose rate in Erie County is one of the highest. Why do you think that is?
There's a lot of reasons. As a county councilman, I sat on the opioid task force. We had all that settlement money come forward, and this is really simple. The opioid problem and fentanyl is a direct link to the failed policies of Joe Biden. We have an open border. People are tired of working their asses off for somebody else. And you know, I have no problem calling them illegals. My ancestors came from Ireland. They came here legally. They came through Ellis Island. They didn't come in the back of a pickup truck. Yeah. That's not America. We have to have rules. Right. People are like, well, the wall's racist. I said, I'll make you a deal. The minute Pope takes the wall down around the Vatican, I'll make sure I won't fight for the wall on the border. And you know, do I always agree with President Trump? Absolutely not. I wish I'd call him and say, hey, Don, Brian Shank, Erie, Pennsylvania, you don't know me? Put your Twitter account down and just do your job. Have a nice day.
There you go.
So I don't agree with everything he says, and people are like, you guys are in a cult. That is so far not even true. There's a million things he says, I just go.
One thing that's really interesting about Brian, that guy we just talked to, is he could potentially swing the election. He's out here, he's the 3rd of July, it's a Wednesday morning. He's sitting in this parking lot with a Donald Trump doll registering Republicans to vote. That, in a place like this, could end up conceivably deciding the election.
Well, he could swing the election both in terms of his actual boots on the ground voter registration work, but also just what he symbolizes could swing the election. This guy was a Democrat when Trump came into office in 2016. He was a Democrat. He, you know, not like a 20-year-old who hadn't made up his mind for decades. He had been a Democrat. Graduated high school, what did he say, 1981? And then he was in the Army, police officer anyways, but he switched.
Should we hit Dabrowski's or the diner? Dabrowski's looks unique. And they got Polish breakfast. Yeah. They're closed tomorrow, but they're open today.
All right, they're open today. Bikers welcome. What about YouTubers?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Shitty things, how are you?
Shitty? Sorry to hear that. Are you guys open for breakfast?
Hell no. Yeah.
Okay.
Menus are on the table.
Awesome. Thank you.
She's on the one hand, the most charming, on the other hand, the absolute meanest person. She goes, I fucking hate you guys.
It was wholesome though.
It was, in a very sweet way.
Thank you.
Coffee, all right.
Yeah, you should see the attitude I get when I don't have his fucking food ready.
I have a question. Do I get a discount for being part Polish?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Look at that. Ooh.
Bravo. That smells just... What's your name?
Joyce.
Joyce.
What are you happy about on this 4th of July?
Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. I've been running the place down here for 28 years, and So now I'm trying to purchase the building to keep this going, and I have siblings going, what's going on with the loan, this, that, and the other. How the fuck should I know? And yesterday was my mom's birthday, and my sister's calling me about the rent from the other two businesses. It's like, seriously, that's the last thing on my mind yesterday.
How long has your family had this restaurant?
40 years.
40 years. Your parents started?
Mm-hmm. Yep, back in 93. I'm trying, I got people that say, oh, well, you need to update. I'm like, I don't want to update. I want to stay. I want to stay as it is, as it was. I don't want to change. I don't like change.
We're headed now. They said 18th Street and Cherry is kind of like the bad edge of the town.
And he said it went from Italy to Africa.
Is that still true?
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
They call it Little Italy, but you just go over there and don't even get out of your car. I'm telling you, you're gonna get hit up.
And that's where we're headed into now. So this is Cherry. So we're gonna make a left here and drive up to 18th Street, where they said it's a really bad zone. How's life here?
It's alright. Looking for me a job.
How old are you?
15.
What kind of job do you want to get?
A job like at the Y.
Is it easy to get a job around here?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Just wondering how it is around here. How's Erie?
It has its ups and downs.
How's Erie, ma'am?
We've been here 7 years from Harrisburg. It's not bad.
Not
People
bad.
are friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we ran into a few assholes, but I guess every city has them. But
Who are the what kind of people?
drug addicts, panhandlers.
Drugs a problem here?
Oh yeah, big time.
Worse
Yeah,
than
they
other
walking
places?
up and down here. I think it's about the same.
You know, y'all are like the most important county for the election. Everyone's like talking about Erie. Probably get a lot of political ads.
That never stops.
Never stops. Are y'all political?
Oh no.
I am. I vote. I'm debating if I want to vote now. Don't know who to trust. I don't trust nobody.
You don't trust nobody? Can I ask who you voted for last time?
Biden.
Biden? But you're not sure this time?
I definitely ain't voting for no damn Trump.
What are the most important issues to you?
Gun violence. Son, I'm on disability. But
Yeah.
for him, I don't want him working at no damn McDonald's with a high school diploma.
All right, we're driving into downtown Erie now.
We have no idea what to expect. This is gonna be interesting. The streets are wide and the buildings are big. I mean, these are like, again, you can imagine these places just like booming at some point in the past. And now just so much less of that. Look at that car.
How's your day going?
Alright, I had neck surgery, so that kind of sucks.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you feeling better?
Yeah, it was actually cancer. I'm not even kidding.
Oh
but,
my.
like, they cut it out of my neck and now I'm chilling.
Let's go!
I know!
That's
Yeah,
great
that's a
news.
good idea.
Congratulations.
Next, we headed south. Extending out of Pittsburgh is a ring of one-time factory towns. The first of these we visited was Freedom. Once a steamboat manufacturing hub, today its population is less than half its peak.
The reason I picked this on the map is because if you look at it from above, you can see all the train tracks. Like, they called it the arsenal of democracy. Because in World War II here, they're making so much supplies to the military during the war, all from here, and ship it up, I guess, to Erie.
Do we know if the Serb Club is still in use?
They, as far as I know, are open. They get mail.
The lights are on, so let's take a look.
The lights are on. How you doing?
We were wondering if you guys are open for a drink.
You gotta be a member though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's on the game.
We're going all around Pennsylvania. Really?
Yeah, sorry, fellas.
Okay. Did you guys get to be Serbian? Really? I was just in Serbia.
It's all good, man. Appreciate it, man.
Well, no dice at the Serbian Club.
They meant business when they told us to get the fuck out.
Our last stop was Ambridge, several miles to the south. Ambridge once had a massive steel factory that ran endlessly and drew immigrants from around the world. Today, it's trying to reinvent itself. Is that working? We visited to find out.
This is a great town on the comeback because way back when, back in the 60s, you know, mills ran around the clock. My grandmother always says, as long as there's smoke coming out of those stacks, men are be working. But the town itself, you know, it grew, and as it did, you know, there's a lot of stores. We were in the World Book of Guinness for the most bars and the most churches per capita.
This town right here?
This town right here.
No way.
Yeah, we had more bars and more churches per capita than any other place in the world.
Mostly Polish, or what?
I know, everything was nice. See, Polish Catholics, we had our own church. You know, the Irish, they had their own. You look at the Italian Catholics, they had their own church, right? Around 74, 75, you start to see things fold.
So what happened then?
You just started seeing
Mills were closing.
Mills were closing down.
I graduated in 80 and
Yeah.
I didn't make the cut.
No,
I had
Bill.
friends that graduated in
78, 79.
78, 79ers
Yeah.
got a couple years.
Yeah.
Why'd the mill start to close?
Well, it was the introduction of Chinese steel. Things started to develop in other states, and we were just caught far behind it. Okay, we were the industrial capital of the East.
Were you in a union at all?
No, only 1 year when I started over there.
Yeah.
That was it, 1 year.
Yeah, I've been a union guy all my life.
Well, speaking of that guy, Trump, the Teamsters Union president, I believe, is speaking at the Republican National Convention. So Teamsters traditionally very Democrat.
They are.
And now kind of flipping, or?
People are just getting tired of being lied to from anyone, right? Nobody wants to be lied to. I don't care who you're affiliated with. All we want is honesty and truth, and as bad as a persona Trump is, he runs it like it's a business, and that's what you have to do. I don't need a backroom handshaking and shit like that. I need honest, upfront shit. If you want to give a country money, then just say, I want to give this country money, and then we'll vote on it. And if it's a no, it's a no.
Yeah.
But don't try to get what you want and what you want and what you want put on the bill that I want this money for this other country.
Right.
That's untrusting to me.
Right.
Putting together like aid for Ukraine with immigration.
Yeah.
I mean, is that accurate? That here it's very patriotic. A lot of people.
Yeah, everybody joined. Everybody joined. You know. I mean,
when? Back then? Now?
Oh yeah, back then more so.
Like Vietnam.
That Korea. I mean, all the world wars. Everyone had a lot more pride.
I mean,
they were not so much concerned about oneself. They were concerned about the overall community and what we need to do to save what we have. So.
All right, Purple Heart Plaza in Ambridge. Frost, what do they have here?
So they've got, a war memorial, names of the people who served. What's interesting, this was built here. This is dedicated in sincere tribute to our employees, living and dead, who answered the call of duty. National Supply Company. So this is built by a company that was operating here. So these are all of its employees who served in the military in this one town.
For context, we only get to the bees right here, and it keeps going and going and going. This just goes back to the theme of pride in the military and
it is everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Really.
It's hard to imagine what steel country was given what it is now. The companies that operate here dominated manufacturing, providing the steel that built America and enabled the Allies to win World War II. If New York City had the money, Western Pennsylvania had the muscle. Today, though, that's changed. And by tapping into that discontent, Donald Trump won in 2016.
Could ever make U.S. steel like it used to be, would be very happy.
Will he do it again this year? Only time will tell. Our next stop was the capital of steel country, Pittsburgh. And what awaited us there was not what we expected.
Giant machinery, the smell.
Yeah.
Like it's
just not working in Willy Wonka's factory.
No.